All right, thank you very much. I quite enjoyed every performance there. We'll just go straight to the business. I will not be going through some of their profiles. Maybe at the end of everything, I'll give you their profiles. But from whatever they say, I'm sure you can tell their profiles because we have just a few minutes for this. Now, I understand that, I work with a lot of young people. And then when people tell you that I've done this is what I'm doing. And then some people are always quick to say, you're right, because you had the privilege, because you had the opportunity, I don't have the opportunity. But I always tell people that whatever you go through is not peculiar to you. Everyone has a story. We all just, go through life and ensure that we make the best out of life. So I'm not sure that most of them will say they had what you call a silver spoon. Everybody just, pushed through. So I'm going to give everyone the opportunity. I'll start with Temi Tayo. I'll start with you and tell us, so what are some of the challenges that you faced, growing up against all odds? I know you told us something about repeating, how repeating repeating helped you in your perspective to life. But against all odds, what are the things that, you just told yourself, see, girl, no matter the obstacles coming against me, I've got to do this?
Thank you. Thank you so much. When you say challenges, and I think anyone who writes will know this. Every time you face a blank page, a blank Microsoft Word document, and you have to fill it up with content, is a challenge. But when you talk about real life challenges, the way I envisage you want me to talk about it. I already mentioned one, repeating a class. Not born with a silver spoon or with no spoon at all. Some people had wooden spoons. Some of us had no spoons at all. Some of us had to go through university on scholarships. Like, you have to wait. When I see people who, many people get allowances, get pocket monies, you may not be Baba low and all that. But allowance, there was no allowance. The scholarship was the allowance, technically. So, if that's what you call challenge, that's what it was. Going through university like that. And how did I do that? It was by being content. I was raised by a mother who would insist, you have to be, if I give you what is what I have, she says it in our dialect, so it's what I have that I will give you, and you have to be satisfied with it. So I grew up that way. So people were wearing the latest things in school. That was not my drive. I wanted to be the best student. I wanted to study law. I didn't get law. I got to study English. But I made up my mind that with English, I would be the best that there would be. So that was it for me. Despite the challenges, I had to skill through it.
I know that Lola Adewi is also a writer. What are some of the things that you face trying to put your work out there? Some people say that our reading culture has diminished. We do not read. So how do you pull through? Because, writing is not like the in thing. The in thing is like, I'm a musician, I'm a recording artist. That's where everybody is tilting towards. So what is it like, just pushing and ensuring that what you believe is what you're pushing to your audience out there?
Thank you very much. Journalism involves writing, and you have to have an interest in writing, to succeed as a journalist. I started out trying to be a writer, a fiction writer. And I realized that fiction writing wasn't my strength. I got manuscripts rejected. And then by the time I realized that I could get published in newspapers, and my journey into journalism started from there. So one thing is, one way might not work for you. You have this talent, you want to write, you want to be published, you want to have a byline, you want to write a book. But if fiction doesn't work for you, just like it didn't work for me, it works for Tayo very well. Poetry works for Tayo. I also tried my hands on poetry. But there's something that you will fit in. And even in writing, I've tried my hands in photography. When I started journalism, I started writing at Guardian, and then I joined Ovation magazine and went to Ghana. And then I realized that at Ovation, photographers enjoy better than writers, than the journalists. So I decided to learn photography. And then, so now I'm a writer, journalist, photographer, blogger, everything. And so one way, you know, and it's true, with talented people, you need to explore so many things, so many strengths. Try your hands on many things and you will eventually find a way. So don't say, okay, I want to sing, and if I don't sing, I would not have a life. You can produce. You can be an instrumentalist, and you find something to do. You want to study technology. You want to study, when we were growing up, elect was the main thing. I want to do elect. To do what, really? People just, wanted to do elect. But nowadays, you might not go to university and you are building apps. You are technology savvy and you are building such great apps. So try your hands where you are, and I believe you will find something to do. Your talent will find a way for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yemi Olajide, I was looking up about you, and then I found you are doing something really interesting. That is the market food shop. And Ibeti told me a whole lot about you. How did you come up with this from the regular things that people do, and you are so proud of it? What was the initial reaction to your choice, from your family, and how have you stayed focused?
Well, marketfoodshop.com is not my first business. It's like my fourth business. So, I just found myself there. And because I had grown through I had made mistakes. I had made so many mistakes. I had learned, I had gathered knowledge, I had gathered experience. So, it was just a very comfortable space for me to... It's a very simple business. It's very simple, but it's just all about understanding and building structures that work. Because you can actually do things that are really simple, but just do them well. Anything you want to do, no matter how little it is, the most important thing is just doing it well. Because, sometimes I wonder, I've never met most of my customers, but, they trust me with food. And, food is very sensitive. It's something really simple, but it's all about doing anything you do it well. That's all I got.
Tosin, how have you managed to stay relevant in your own way without following the bandwagon? Now, you said that you have a regular 9-to-5 job, and then you juggle that with your music. Have you ever been put under the pressure of, in fact, let me just go out there. What people will tell you that it's about the market, it's about the audience. This is what they want. They want the shaky booty kind of music. They want it. So how have you stayed focused in your kind of music and deriving satisfaction in what you do without the pressure of being like every other person out there?
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for the question. How have I stayed relevant in my field? What about the pressure on me to do the regular? Yes, the pressure is always there to join the bandwagon or to do music that is more commercial, so to say. But the thing is, I need to understand who I am. So I've gotten to understand my sound and my areas of strength. Lately, I recorded a pop song. It's even, we can call it a house music. French house, all this dun 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 dun. So that's quite strange in Nigeria for you to be producing that kind of song. But that song is gaining acceptance, and it's surprising me how the song is really spreading. So it's not about what people are saying, it's about what you've heard. So I need, maybe for anybody listening to me, we need a level of clarity about what God has told us to do. Because I may say, I don't want to put God thing in this, it's all about talent. Not really. It's about an understanding of who you are. You need to understand your purpose. Because if I don't understand my purpose, then every other thing is defeated. I'm confused. I want to be like this. I want to be like this person. I want to travel at a particular speed. if that's not my speed, I need to grow gradually and build whatever I'm building. And one of the greatest results I've seen in my music career came at a time that I did not expect. You know, I wrote a song about football some times ago, and I was in the MTN football fans chant. They gave us $500,000 for that. And I'm like, okay, I wrote the songs 2 years ago, but I never knew it was going to be relevant. So sometimes I'm just spontaneous. I don't play with the ideas that come to me. And I think most people have a problem with retaining the idea that they have. A lot of ideas cross our mind on a daily basis, but we just push it aside. And the breakthroughs we've been praying for are part of those ideas that are coming to us. So until we maximize this potential, and it's going to be a battle, it's going to be warfare all through life. So what am I going to be standing on? I need to understand myself, my purpose in God, and what I'm supposed to do. So that's the basis.
I'm quite inspired, and I've held on to some of the things that you have said. Femi Flame, you're a music artist, and you said something when we're doing the introduction that you're based in Akure, Ondo State. Now, how have you managed to also keep your head straight and not, find relevance in what you're doing, and then being a pace setter in your own way? Because we know that, most of these artists, for you to be there, you say, oh, I'm in Lagos, I'm in this. So how have you managed to ensure that you do this with self-esteem, I would say?
Okay, let me first say, I said I was based. I used to stay in Akure,
okay,
but now in Lagos. Okay. But everywhere I go, I'm proud to say that I'm from Akure. Even on one gospel, I was proud to just say I'm from Akure. Now, going back to your question, I believe there's a way your experience, both good and bad, adds to you. I grew up in a market somewhere around Okearo. They call the market Ojailoro. And growing up, I was listening to Fuji. And I used to play alongside with the riffs, and I used to laugh about it and all that. But right now, there's a way Fuji has added to my music. And then talking about relevance, I draw my inspiration from God, and that has really helped in writing my songs. And I believe my experience, the place I grew up, there's no way you will be able to write songs about poverty when you've not gone through poverty. There's no way you can write songs about heartbreak, or there was a place in your life where you needed hope, and there's no way you could. The song I wrote, Adane Magbagbe, came from the point in my life where I felt like everyone has forgotten about me, and that's the kind of experience I'm talking about. That either good or bad, there's no way your experience you've gone through in life won't add to you. And right now, I've been able to stretch. How do I mean? I don't ever want to be comfortable, in quotes, in life, because it is when you are comfortable, that's when you feel like you are at this stage of your life and you are satisfied. You don't want to do more. And right now, I can proudly say that I'm a singer, I'm a producer, I write for people, I'm a worship leader, I'm in a church. So money is coming from every part, you understand? Now, staying relevant, I'm this kind of person that likes hard work. I love excellence in what I do. And the Bible talked about Daniel, that the spirit of excellence was found in him. I think Daniel is just my mentor.
All right. Thank you very much. Just before we go, I'll give everyone 30 seconds each, and I'm counting. So you tell us, we'll start from Yemi. So you tell somebody out there who is thinking that, look, my life is like a total mess. I have this idea, I have that idea. I don't even know how to put this together. What do I do? I want you to just encourage someone. Just give somebody hope. 30 minutes.
Wow.
30 seconds. Oh, my God. 30 seconds. I'm counting. Starts now.
Well, I'll say find your space. You need to, the fact that you don't even know what to do is a good thing, because it means that you need to do a little bit of searching. And when you search, I'm sure you will find. So you need to find your space. And when you find your space, I'm sure every other thing will fall in place. And if you're thinking of starting anything, and you're thinking, I don't have this, I don't have that, just start somewhere. Start with whatever you have, no matter how little it is. It could be relationships, people around you. There's always something. Nobody is without anything. You'll always have something. So your cup is never empty, or it's never half empty. It's half full.
Thank you.
All right. I would like to say to everyone listening to me that you should live for purpose. Don't live for fame. While living for purpose, fame will come, money will come, prosperity will come, and every other thing. Every other thing will follow. And one more thing: never lose hope. Because you are in Akure or anywhere, it doesn't mean you can never get to where you want to get to in life. God bless you.
Thank you. Tosin.
All right, I'll just read a quote from Henry Ford. It says, when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Mark Twain, he said the two most important days of our life are the days we were born and the days we find out why. So it really doesn't matter. Failure could be beautiful if only you can use failure as a tool to step into the future. And Akure is beautiful also. It's a platform. There is sanity, there is tranquility in the city. So you can take time and reflect and build on something fantastic. There are no limitations.
Thank you.
I would say, look within. Everyone has something somewhere, and it just takes some looking and some searching. And then one more thing, look around. There's always a challenge, a problem, something around that thing within you can solve. So look within and look around.
I know that someone out there who's saying, I'd like to write, I'd like to be a journalist. I'm based in Akure, I don't know how to go about it. I'm starting a website to cover news about Ondo and Ekiti State. It's launching on January 1st. We are looking for young writers who are based in Akure, who are based in Ado, who are based all over the state. If you think you can write, get in touch. You can search me on Twitter or Facebook, Lola Adewi, and we can start a journey to greatness. Thank you very much.
There you have it, free journalism work. So please get in touch with him immediately. Just before we go, I'm going to leave you with this words that I put together. I know that most of us are spiritual, let me not say religious, and we believe in God a lot. And I said this: the faith that works is the one connected to works and responsibility. To rely on faith alone is to believe in magic, where we wait for our dreams to build themselves instead of rising up to do the needful. So you have a dream in your heart, rise up, do the needful, and with your faith, you'll get there. Thank you very much.
Wow, please put your hands together once again. Please kindly put your hands together. Kindly put your hands together. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. Photographer, please. Where's our photographer? Photographer, Bros, come. We never finish work. Photographer, please kindly come forward. I'm part of the speaker too. Make I join before you come out that one. Photographer, oh yeah now.